So now let us consider these examples here. While we are considering the structure, we have to see. Structure means what? What I want to say. The punctuation marks. The punctuation marks indicate you whether the sentence is in direct one, direct version, or directed speech, right, or indirect speech. That we can know by the structure of the sentence and by the punctuation marks. Here if you see, where are you, Mohan? Where are you, Mohan? It is a question. Where are you, Mohan? Here we have to put a question. And then we can see there are inverted commas here. Irrespective whether it is a full stop or a question mark or a comma, the inverted commas are to be shown here so that it indicates that it has been spoken. Right? Now, second, I have been to the bank, Mohan replied. That is, we can see the first one and second one, these two are interlinked. Manager asked a certain thing and Mohan replied his question. And this is also whatever this sentence, second sentence, we can see this is the spoken part and this is non-spoken part. How do I look? Mother asks. This is not the spoken part. This is the spoken part. And here, you are rather clever. He commented on me. He commented on me. It is not the spoken part. You are rather clever is the spoken part. Now, what in a nutshell, what we are learning now is the version which we call as a direct version, direct speech, in that certain spoken part is there and certain non-spoken part is there. It is clearly visible, and spoken part we are having within the inverted commas. We can see 2 commas here and 2 commas here. Within that only we have the sentence. That is the spoken part. Right? If you see, there can be a verb are and there is one more verb said. See to it. One is are within the spoken part, and out of the spoken part one more verb is there. Right? And this verb is called as reported verb. That which is there out of the non-spoken part, out of the spoken part, that verb is called as reported verb. So here said is the reported verb, replied is the reported verb, asks is the reported verb, commented is the reported verb. Is it clear? Now, why I said is, it is very important to know the two verbs differently, and reported verb what it is, we have to know it very important. Reported verb and reporting verb, these two we should be very carefully we have to see. Now we have seen that also. Now, what is the tense of the verb? Here, not this. Here it is are, simple present. And what is the tense of the verb here? Said. It is simple past tense. Simple past tense. Here, I have been. Have been is the verb. Perfect. Present perfect. And here, replied is the simple past. How do I look? Do I look? Do simple present. And do look is simple present. Asks, simple present. Here, you are rather clever, or simple present. Commented, simple past. What do we learn here? The reported verb can be in past tense or can be in simple present. Right? There is nowhere it has been used will be said or will said or will say. Can say, could say, must say, shall say, must, anything did we use over here? No, 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 no. Right? Is saying. So let us read it here. Where are you going? Where are you, Mohan? The manager is saying. Do we use it? No. Something when we are talking, when it appears to be very wrong, means it is wrong, that's all. If you feel whatever you write, if you feel it is wrong, it is wrong. The main thing is we write it, but we don't read it. If at all we write it, and if we have time, if we read it, you can point out your own mistakes. That is what is lacuna here, we don't do it. So, write it, read it, then you can assess how you have written. Is that clear? So, now the reported speech verb here can be in past and simple past tense or can be in simple present. That is what I have shown here. And here, when it is this, it can be present continuous, present tense, simple present tense, present perfect and future simple, future tense. All this can be here. Close the door, imperative sentence can be. See to it. Here it can be any verb, but here it is restricted. The reported verb is restricted. After when we learnt this, right, we have known this is the formation of the dialogue, right, conversation and reported speech. This is what we call as where are you? It is directly in between the first person and second person. Though here I is not there, though the manager is representing as a speaker, but that manager, when he asks Mohan, he is the I and Mohan is the you. That has been carried and we are discussing here how we can put this here. That is what we are going to learn now, direct to indirect. Right? Let us not jump into it. All the aspects, what are required, what are the ingredients required, whether I am fully equipped with or not. Even if you are going for a swim, you are a master swimmer, even then you will be having life jacket, life belts and all these things you will be having. Likewise, even if you are a master of grammar, even then you should have what are the things getting changed when we are changing a sentence from direct to reported speech. We should know it first. But why I have written this is to enlighten you. What is the formation, how it can be. Whether there can be a question, yes it is a question, it should be question mark here, then the inverted commas, and the direct speech carry inverted commas. Whatever is spoken should be kept in inverted commas. Right? And after that there should be a comma or a question mark or a full stop here, then it is closed. Then if it is said, it is there, then it will be comma. And if it said the manager, if it is here, the manager said, it will be full stop or is a question mark here. That way the complete punctuation should be there for your direct speech. For indirect speech, complete is not necessary. We start the sentence and wherever it is a break, a comma we are putting, and if it is ending, we are putting a full stop. That's all. Inverted commas not necessary. Right? That is what we have seen through sentence 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? And here one thing we have to remember, this me, it is common for when he is hearing, this is commented on him, me. And when I say this to my mother, I am common. This we have to remember. Why? It has an implication when we are changing this. Asks we have to remember. And replied we have to remember. Said we have to remember. Why? they play very important role when this whole thing we are changing. Right? We will come once again to this, how these can be changed. But we should have the life jackets, etc. As I said, though you are a master swimmer, you should have your life jackets and all these things. Let us have those life jackets. Means which word is getting to what, changing to what, why it is getting changed. That is first of all we have to learn. Then the changing that part here, everything is finished. Right? As I said in active and passive, if at all we are putting there, subject goes there, object comes here, the sentence is set. Right? Those things we have to learn. These are called tips. If we have the tips, the direct indirect becomes easier. Now, what we are learning now is from direct to indirect when we are changing, what are all the things or what are the changes we have to put or do or bring. The changes which are subjected to are pronoun. In pronoun, what we have is a personal pronoun, accusative pronoun, possessive pronoun, emphatic pronoun. 4 we have. And all these are subjected to change from direct to indirect. So now, what is the personal pronoun? Personal pronoun, first person I, singular, we, plural. Second person you, singular, you, plural. Third person he, she, it. When we take here first person and second person singular, it gets changed into third person singular. Means I becomes he. If it is I is feminine gender, there she. If it is neither the gender, feminine or masculine, it is it. Likewise, for the you also same thing stands. We and you, plural, then it comes to they. Sorry, it is not them. Yeah, it is they. It becomes they. Means we are going, that becomes they were going. We are going, they were going. I am playing, he was playing. Likewise, it gets changed. Right? You are coming tomorrow. Then this you becomes he. You will go there. This you becomes he or she as per the gender. Now that is personal pronoun. And in this, you are coming tomorrow, only you and are not left over there. Tomorrow is also there. That has also to be changed. That tomorrow will also be changed. That we will see here after knowing these changes. So here, I singular becomes he, she, it. You singular becomes he, she, it. We and you plural becomes they. Now here, what is accusative? Me. He scolded me. Right? I scolded you. So you means if it is not this to make an indication, and so I have added 2 here. Me means to I. 2 is gone inside and I becomes me. There again to me not necessary. Give it to me is give me. Give it to me, we say give me that. Likewise 2 can be eliminated. So here me becomes him, her, it. And here this to you becomes him, her, it. Us becomes them. This us becomes them. Us means to we. Then it becomes them. Right? These are the changes of personal pronoun and accusative pronoun. Next pronoun is possessive, and the next is your emphatic pronoun. How they get changed, that also we see to it. So the possessive pronoun. My, 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 mine. This pet is mine. The pen is mine. This is my pen. Possessive. Your pen. Possessive. Our room. Possessive. Right? Means whatever I own. So that is the indication of possessive, and that possessive for first person it is my, mine, and for second person your, and it is plural our, and plural for second person is your. These all get changed like this. Means if at all we see these things in direct, we have to write these things for indirect changing. So his, her, its. For your also his, her, its, and your, our, your is their. T-H-E-I-R. Commonly we commit a mistake over here. T-H-E-R-E. It is there, and this there is waha. This there, T-H-E-I-R, there, see the pronunciation, is unka. Unka, unke, unki, it is there, spelling is T-H-E-I-R. T-H-E-R-E, there, there is wah, waha. That way we have to put it. If at all we see here, that we have to use. And now emphatic, that is, I did myself. I am emphasizing. Emphatic. Yourself, ourselves, yourselves. This all becomes himself, herself, itself, and themselves. That way it gets changed. And one more pronoun is there. That is a demonstrative pronoun. And this demonstrative pronoun, when we say, it can be used as demonstrative adjective also. Usage is same. That, this, these, and those. In such a case, this demonstrative pronoun, this becomes that, these becomes those, this becomes these, and that becomes those. Sorry, this becomes that, these becomes those. I repeat once again, this becomes that, these becomes those. This is singular, these is plural. That is singular, those is plural. That they get, this is called demonstrative pronoun. Right? Now, time sense. Because he must have talked to you yesterday. Right? And this you must be talking after 10 days. So if I use the very same verbs there, the time sense is getting deviated, changed. We could not convey him the correct accurate time. So the time sense also to be given. So how best we are giving the time sense? Through our indirect speech. That we are going to see now. So now, that is, you have adverb of time. That is, the adverb talks about when the work has been done. That is indicative of time. So the work could have been done yesterday, or being done today, or may be done tomorrow, right? Or is done now. In all these cases, if at all we see yesterday, we should not write yesterday in indirect speech. And for that what we have to write is, we have to write the previous day or the day earlier. The previous day or the day earlier we have to write. That is, he spoke yesterday. He came yesterday. That goes as he had come the previous day. He had come the day earlier. That way we have to put. We should not use yesterday. And now again here, today. Today I complete this. That day he completed that. Why that? We have used this year. This becomes that and these becomes those. We have already seen that. So I complete this today. He completed that day. Why that day? Because today also can be said as this day. Right? Many people use this day evening, today evening, today night. Day and night both can be put. Today evening, day and evening. Today afternoon, day and afternoon. Then this afternoon, this evening, this night. Tonight, to afternoon, to evening. This we don't use. And so it appears to be very peculiar when we speak it. But the actual speaking is to evening, to night. Today night, no, it is wrong. Day and night, no, it is not day, it is night only. So to night we have to say. To evening we have to say. To afternoon we have to say. To morning we have to say. When we say to morning, it becomes today. Why? We have one more word, tomorrow. And so today we put it. Is that clear? And so wherever it is today, we have to read it as this day. To afternoon, this afternoon. To evening, this evening. To night, this night. All these will become that day, that afternoon, that evening, that night. Easy, because we have put this and this becomes that. And now tomorrow, the coming day. When we address the coming day in direct and we are writing it in indirect, we cannot put tomorrow there as it is. Then what we have to use? We have to use the next day. The day next or the next day. Whichever you feel like, you can use it. Not can, we have to use it. Now, we say many times, now, and that now becomes then. Now, he said, then he said. That way, the time sense also gets changed from direct to indirect. Why? This may be of today's, and this cannot be of today, and hence that gets changed. If at all it is today, this today may remain as it is. Yesterday may remain as it is. But we are talking some days later. Then this has to be changed to this. Is the changing completed? No, some more changes are there still. What are those? Let us see. So now there are other certain things what we are going to see, the changes. Verb. See, this is the main thing which is going to be changed from direct to indirect. If we master on this, master I don't say, but if we know how to change this into that, the direct and indirect, the reported speech becomes very easy. This is a very common thing. We have to see very, what we can say, very keenly we have to learn it. Simple present, that becomes simple past. Means if it is walks, walks here, that becomes walked. Go, went. Come, of course, the come becomes something else, let us not take it. Eat, ate. Write, wrote. That way the simple present becomes simple past. Continuous, present continuous. To show the continuous tense, we are using helping verb is, are in case of present tense. Was, were in case of past tense. So, if it is present continuous, past continuous, it has to be changed. Then, present perfect. When it is present perfect, we should remember that have we have to use. That becomes had here in past perfect. And along with that, if it is simple past, many times we speak, we were going, he was coming. That way the simple past we speak, he did it. Then that he did it should also be represented as a past perfect, he had done. I have done, I did, these two becomes he had done. Past perfect, present perfect and simple past. These two change into past perfect. We have to remember that. And present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous. I have been going, he had been going. Finished. Very simple. Now come. He came to me. If that has to be put into indirect, if I say he came to him, he went to him. Right? I will come. He said that he would go. It is not that he would come. He would come means he will come to me. No, I don't want him. I want to send him to him. So there it comes to go and when it becomes. Only with come. No other verb. Right? Now we have seen pronouns, how they change. How many pronouns and how they change. And also we have seen the adverb of time, how they change. Right? And now we are seeing verb and what tense changes to what tense we have seen. Now few more things are there in the verb category. If we learn that even, then we are fully equipped. Is it all fully equipped? No, we have to see certain sentences, how they react in direct to indirect, how they react. Then we are fully equipped. So here, what are the other verbs? Those are, we call them as modal verbs. In the modal category, very recently, we have been learning that will and shall. Maybe we are using for future tense, but they say about the probability or possibility. May, possibility. Not only that, taking permission we are using. Means for other modes we are using, and so they are modal verbs, I said. Can, it talks about the possibility. Right? Must, compulsion. These are all how they are going to react from direct to indirect. Will and shall, these should be written in direct as would. Will and shall, would. I did not say should, because should becomes compulsion again. And so here, will and shall probability, it becomes would. I will go there, he would go there. I shall go there, he would go there. Simple. And next, I may go there. I might go there. I must go there. He should go there. Where is might? Must talks about compulsion and should also talks about compulsion. So I must go there, compulsion becomes he should go there. He might go there means might is a possibility, very low category possibility. Right? I may go there, I might go there. I must go there, I should go there. He should go there. That is the compulsion. I can go there, he could go there. Could, can becomes could, will becomes will, shall becomes would, may becomes might, must becomes should, must and shall becomes should. See, and again here can becomes could. That way we have to remember the changes. Now we are fully equipped with all the guns. Simply we have to trail the guns to change it. But caution is required. Simply we have cowboy, like we have taken the guns and boom, no. Then let us see how the sentences react when we are changing it. and what are other things we have to follow, precautions, right? The teacher said, the teacher said, the teacher said, the teacher said, the teacher said. So what new thing you have written, sir? Everywhere it is the teacher, the teacher, the teacher said. What is the new thing? New thing, when you see, that is the spoken part, is a new thing. Everywhere it is different. What I want to tell you is, a teacher can ask you something, right? And this ask may be different by this or from this. And again this ask may be different by this, maybe again this. So what, in a nutshell, what I want to show you is, take down this question or take down this question. It is an imperative sentence. Command. The teacher asked, that is, he commanded. Instructed. The teacher instructed. Means, in place of this said, you can write command and instruct. That is what, some more thing what we have to learn now. Here in place of said, though it is said everywhere, here according to the sentence we can change this reported verb. The teacher commanded, the teacher instructed. Here these things we have to remove. What? The inverted commas. Whenever we are removing inverted commas, unless you replace them with something, they won't go. We have to replace them. That is, if at all you give 2000 rupees note, the bank should give 20 100 rupee notes to you. Replacement. Is it not? Likewise, if at all you are removing these inverted commas, then you have to put 2 here. Where to use 2 then? Sir, everywhere to use 2? No. With imperative sentence, you have to use 2 after the reported verb to remove the inverted commas. Clear? Once again, let us repeat it very quickly. In imperative sentence, to remove the inverted commas, we have to use the 2. After what? After the reported verb. This is the reported verb. And because it is imperative, if it is command, we are writing command here. If it is request, we are writing request. If it is order, we are writing order. Suggestion, we are writing suggested. Because it is instruction, we are writing instructed. The teacher instructed. To take down that question. Only this is going to change, remaining as it is. And for inverted commas, we are writing 2. Then reported speech is completed. For imperative sentence. Why I said that in the beginning is, that is a very easy thing to understand. Only remove inverted commas and put 2 there and remove. If at all there is a this or that, all these things are there, that we are going to change it. This becomes that. This becomes those. If it other than that, a cup of water, a cup of milk, etc., that will remain as it is. Close the door only. There is no question of changing anything. The teacher asked, the teacher commanded, the teacher ordered to close the door. Nothing is, we are not changing anything. So hardly any changes here. After 2 we are writing as it is, but this becomes changed. Now this we have addressed. What we have to remember is, if it is requested, we have to put requested here. If it is order, ordered. Command, commanded. Suggest, suggested. Instruct, instructed. The said gets changed according to the inner side gist. Now second, the teacher said, where are you yesterday? The teacher said, where are you yesterday? Means what? Questioned. So you can write, the teacher questioned. Is it not? So you need not write said. Can't we write it, sir? We cannot write. Let us put questioned only. Because why we are doing this changes is to beautify the language. To beautify further, remove that said. In that place, let us put questioned. Asked. So the teacher asked or the teacher questioned. Thereafter, what shall we put? Nothing. Right? Inverted commas we have removed. Asked. Then, when it is asked, it will take two, or asked, it will take nothing. Here, imperative, asked, it will take two. When it is a question with W question, where, what, whom, which, when, why, there no that should be used, no to should be used. Please remember this. Here, where we are going, many times we are going wrong there. Only comma, where this are, see the table, it becomes were. You becomes he. But here, this he comes here or goes that side. Means where he was, because he is only single. Where he was, here it is are you, there it is he was, yesterday, the previous day. For that we have to see the table. And question, will it remain as it is? No question, no inverted commas. We have removed them and only full stop we have put over there. This is what I am telling, precaution. Earlier we have everything with us. Though we are having everything, when we are swimming, we take precaution. Very carefully we go. That carefully we have to go. What is that care to be taken? Here questioned, comma, no conjunction. Here too we are using as a conjunction. But here no conjunction at all. Where this comes here becomes he, where he, this goes there becomes was, where he was, yesterday becomes the previous day or the day earlier. That way we are putting a full stop, no question mark, no inverted commas. Next one. The teacher said, the headmaster may come any moment. This is simply said, or he has informed the students. He has notified the students. So instead of setting only simply said, we can set some other thing. Informed, notified, cautioned. This is nothing but caution. Don't make noise, the headmaster may come. Cautioning. So we can put that. The teacher informed, the teacher said, the teacher notified, the teacher cautioned. That should come over here because it is a statement, it is not a question. It is a statement, and so when we are removing these inverted commas, we have to put that over there. T-H-A-T, that. Suppose here it says this, then that will come, two that's will come, nothing to bother. One is as a conjunction to remove these, to replace these inverted commas, one that comes. Where to use that? When it is a statement, it is a statement. Why? It is not a question, not an exclamatory, not an imperative. Then it has to be a statement. When it is a statement, that comes over here. Whether it is this here, that this becomes that again. That. Don't bother for that. We are following the rule, that's all. So that the headmaster may becomes might. And here the come will not become go. Might come any moment. Any moment, though it is time, it has no tense over there. It doesn't show any past time or present time or future time. So any time remains as it is, full stop, this will go away. Clear? Now again, the teacher said, are you the new boy in the class? Are you the new boy in the class? He is enquiring. So let us put enquired. The teacher enquired. After enquired, what? If. That is, if at all the inverted commas are there, inverted commas after that it is a helping verb. The question start with helping verb. Then if should be used here. Once again, after inverted commas, if you see a helping verb and that makes a question here, then we have to use if here. If, as I said here, the same thing. You becomes here, comes here and R goes there. If he was the new boy in the class, as it is question mark will go away, inverted commas go away. Once again, the teacher inquired if he was the new boy in the class. This goes, this goes, this goes. Right? If is a conjunction we are bringing here. And when we are putting this if here, it is not a conditional clause. It remains as a noun clause, please remember. If he was the noun, if he was the new boy, this stands as noun clause there. Why? What did the teacher ask? Obviously, we are getting the answer as if he was the new boy in the class. That comes as an answer for what? It is a noun clause, though starting with if. Let us not get confused. If clause is different. Now, the last. The teacher said, "What an intelligent boy you are." Is it a question? Sir, starting with what? No. It is an exclamatory sentence. Right? So, what should we say here for said? Exclaimed. Right? Before doing that, what we have to do is we have to change this into an assertive sentence. What is an assertive sentence, sir? Simply remove this what and how. Then you put very in front of this intelligent. So, you are very intelligent boy. That you are comes here. You are a very intelligent boy. That has been expressed as what an intelligent boy you are. Same thing only, but expression is different. And so we said it is exclamatory and assertive, other one. So, you are a very intelligent boy. That way we have changed. Now, you becomes he. He was a very intelligent boy. Finished. Only you becomes he and R becomes was. That's all. That way, we are to be very cautious. We have to see the sentence, whether it is a question, whether it is an interrogative question, or whether it is a request, or a suggestion, or a command, or it is a question like this, or an exclamatory sentence. And accordingly, we have to change them. We have to use to as a conjunction, preposition to, or if we have to use, or that we have to use, or simply a comma we have to use as a conjunction to remove the inverted commas. And in reported speech, there are no questions. Question mark will not be there. Is that clear? Now, you follow these things which have been told, then you are changing speech to reported, it becomes easier. That is the exercise given. You have to do it, you have to see to it, and you have to follow this. Maybe that book also must have given all these things changes. Right? So now we enter into another topic, that is preposition. We have to see what is this preposition, what does it talk about.